Calling meeting to order. Please rise for the national anthem. जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तिरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे. We are privileged to have as our guest speaker IPS Jai Jeet Singh, ex-DG Anti-Corruption Bureau, Maharashtra. Welcome, sir. Now I call upon Rotarian Sanjay Lukka to introduce our guest speaker.
Mr. Jai Jeet Singh is an IPS officer of 1990 batch, born on the strength of Maharashtra cadre. Mr. Singh has spent a lifetime preventing and detecting crime, maintaining law and order, in collection, collation, and operationalizing intelligence, anti-terrorist operations, vigilance, securing national borders, and large installations and vigilance. In his long and decorated career, apart from holding various charges as Superintendent of Police, Deputy Commissioner of Police, Additional Commissioner of Police, and Inspector General of Police, Mr. Singh also served as Head of Anti-Terrorism Squad, Maharashtra, ATS, Commissioner of Police, Thane, DIG at Central Industrial Security Force, CISF, and as Head of Analytics, National Technical Research Organization, NTRO, a premier tech intelligence agency of Government of India. He superannuated in 2024 as Director General of Police Anti-Corruption Bureau. After superannuation, he started his own advisory firm, Preempt LLP. Through his company, he is providing paralegal service to law firms, NRIs and HNIs, advisory to large industries and installation for laying security doctrines, establishing and refining security processes. Through his company, he is providing paralegal services to law firms, NRIs and HNIs, advisory to large industries and installations for laying security doctrines, establishing and refining security processes, rationalizing and right-sizing existing security apparatus with tech support, creating intelligence and counterintelligence networks, and technical surveillance countermeasures. He is married to Dr. Manpreet J. Singh, who was a professor of English in Delhi University. The couple have 2 daughters. So we welcome you, sir. Over to you, sir.
Good evening, friends. It is a privilege and an honor to be amongst you. I was telling friends that I belong to that generation where I can be called medieval history. 25 years ago, I came to So a well-functioning criminal justice system balances punishment, prevention, and rehabilitation, contributing to a safer and just society. Next, please. Now, what your rights, who defines rights of victims and accused? These rights are defined. The rights are defined by Constitution of India. As I told you, I'm not going to tell you Article 14, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, nothing. But Constitution of India, there are laws, state laws, major laws. There are case laws and judgments, and there are precedences. Unfortunately, what has happened that in India we are so fond of having written and codified things that we have stopped working with precedents. Now let me have some fun. We have, our Constitution of India has 448 articles, which are also known as sections, 25 chapters and 12 schedules. Please just remember these numbers, 448. We have 448 sections in Constitution of India, and the Constitution came into being in only 1950. Constitution of USA, which came into being in 1787, they have only 100 sections. We have amended our Constitution for 105 times. USA has amended its Constitution for 27 times. Out of these 27 times, 10 times Constitution was amended in first 3 years only. Last amendment was 1992. After that, they haven't touched their Constitution. Now, let me ask a fun question. How many sections do you think are there in the Constitution in UK, Britain, from where we have taken our whole legal justice system? Some guesses? Pardon? Nice, nice. Now, friends, UK doesn't have a constitution. UK has no written constitution, please. After the rise of Magna Carta, they all work on the basis of precedences. There is no constitution, section, falna, chapter, falna, ye, verses, ye, nothing. They are all working on the basis of precedences. So precedences are important. We will see ahead that precedences, when a society leaves the precedences and starts defining and redefining its laws, then the society ultimately shows that it is not mature enough to do it. We are reaching there. We are reaching very fast. But then as for today, we are adding more and more laws, and we are going for less and less of precedents, which I don't know. It may be a good thing, maybe a wrong thing, but from where we have learnt our polity, that is the Westminster model, and our criminal justice system, they don't have any written constitution. Next. Now, 2-3 things we must remember. Don't confuse laws with justice. Now, justice is a nyaya, is a different thing than qanoon. If friends who have gone to give me a judgment on the basis of law, incidentally, in a court-like system, officer of the court, police works under the orders of the court, and they are just, their work is just to book somebody, say that he is an accused and bring it to the court. Police doesn't provide you succor, and it is not a deliverer of justice. Please don't confuse about it. Now, again, third thing which I want you to remember, that the job of the police is to maintain order on the basis of law. If there is a chaos, commotion somewhere, then best person to put everybody into line is probably the biggest gunda of the mohalla. Chup kar jao bhai, to sabke sab chup kar jayenge sahab. See, any goon will be much more effective than a police officer. Police is there to bring order into the society as per law. So don't expect a lot from police also. They are neither deliverer of justice, nor they have uninhibited permission to bring order into the system. So these are the 3 provisos. Let us just remember them, then we go ahead. Next, please. Now, let us see what are here. Now we start. It was just a initial thing. Now let's start. That what are your rights as victim and accused? Many times when I talk to people, as a police officer I used to talk, now I run my own advisory company, I talk. people say कि साहब हमको क्या लेना देना है साहब, I have no concern with law. See, if you don't have no concern with law, it doesn't mean that law doesn't have any concern with you. If you don't love law, then law probably loves you more than that. We can be accused and can be victim at the same time. This has to be protected. Everything has to be protected, and your liberties have to be protected to deliver justice, to rehabilitate offenders. Now, here I have not used the word to punish the offenders. We have, why? We will go ahead and see it. To support victims, to stop vigilante justice, which is very, very important. आपने एक जब कतरे को पकड़ा और पकड़ के मार डाला. People, you catch somebody and you are so harsh to him. If there are no laws, if there are no processes, no codification, society will run on its own. See, we drive on the left side of the road, it is a law, we all obey. You go to USA and all the countries affiliated with USA, they all drive on the right. But the idea is that everybody follows one law, just so that the society doesn't go into chaos. इसको next please, ये थोड़ा सा. Sorry, this always happens. I have never seen a mic which doesn't do tone and never a PowerPoint presentation which doesn't hang up. एक पीछे चले जाओ यार, पीछे चले जाओ. और एक पीछे, और पीछे, और पीछे, और now बस next. Yeah. Now, when we talk about criminal justice system, what is criminal justice system? Criminal justice system is legislature, your Vidhan Sabha, Lok Sabha, which make laws. They are law-making bodies, though they all the time do all sort of things which they should not be doing, but they are there to make the laws only. So, your legislature, law enforcement agencies, lot of law enforcement agencies are there. They also form the part of the criminal justice system. Judiciary. When I say judiciary, it is the court system. Right from the court muharrir to munshi, to the lawyer, to the judge, to the higher judiciary, they all constitute a part of the criminal justice system. And correctional institutions. Again, I have not used the word punishing institutions like jails and all. These are correctional institutions. They all four constitute the part of the criminal justice system where we will talk. Next. So a well-functioning criminal justice system balances punishment, prevention, and rehabilitation, contributing to a safer and just society. Next, please. Now, what your rights, who defines rights of victims and accused? These rights are defined. The rights are defined by Constitution of India. As I told you, I'm not going to tell you Article 14, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, nothing. But Constitution of India, there are laws, state laws, major laws. There are case laws and judgments, and there are precedences. Unfortunately, what has happened that in India, we are so fond of having written and codified things that we have stopped working with precedents. Now, let me have some fun. We have, our Constitution of India has 448 articles, which are also known as sections, 25 chapters and 12 schedules. Please just remember these numbers, 448. We have 448 sections in Constitution of India, and the Constitution came into being in only 1950. Constitution of USA, which came into being in 1787, they have only 100 sections. We have amended our Constitution for 105 times. USA has amended its Constitution for 27 times. Out of these 27 times, 10 times Constitution was amended in first 3 years only. Last amendment was 1992. After that, they haven't touched their Constitution. Now, let me ask a fun question. How many sections do you think are there in the constitution in UK, Britain, from where we have taken our whole legal justice system? Some guesses? Pardon? Nice, nice. Now, friends, UK doesn't have a constitution. UK has no written constitution, please. After the rise of Magna Carta, they all work on the basis of precedences. There is no constitution, section falna, chapter falna, ye versus ye, nothing. They are all working on the basis of precedences. So precedences are important. We will see ahead that precedences, when a society leaves the precedences and starts defining and redefining its laws, then the society ultimately shows that it is not mature enough to do it. We are reaching there. We are reaching very fast. But then, as for today, we are adding more and more laws, and we are going for less and less of precedents, which I don't know. It may be a good thing, maybe a wrong thing, but from where we have learnt our polity, that is the Westminster model, and our criminal justice system, they don't have any written constitution. Next. Now, 2-3 things we must remember. Don't confuse laws with justice. Now, justice is a nyaya, is a different thing than qanoon. If friends who have gone to these African safaris and all, when a lion attacks a neo-nascent baby of a deer, you feel like people who are traveling and who are there, they say, "Saab, roko isko." But the people who are there in the safari, they say, "Ki nahi saab, ye to nyay hai, isko hone do." ये न्याय है. देयर इज़ समथिंग आई कॉल्ड मत्स्य न्याय, जो सागर का न्याय है, जिसमें बड़ी मछली छोटी मछली को खाती ही है. सी देयर इज़ नो सिन इन्वॉल्व. इफ़ अ टाइगर ईट्स अ लिविंग बीइंग, देन व्हाट डज इट डू? उसको परमात्मा ने वैसे ही बनाया ना. इट कैन नॉट लिव ऑफ ग्रास. सो दिस इज ऑल्सो न्याय. सो डोंट confuse law with justice. At times, justice and laws can be absolutely different. When you go to the court, you ask that, "Sir, give me a judgment on the basis of law." Incidentally, in a court-like system, it is the test of the judge only. Because दोनों तरफ के lawyers को पता होता है कि सच्चाई क्या है साहब. दोनों झूठ बोल रहे होते हैं, लेकिन दोनों को पता होता है कि सच्चाई क्या है. वहाँ टेस्ट तो बेचारे जज का हो रहा होता है, जिसको ये नहीं पता कि क्या सच्चाई है. So this law and justices are two different things. Now, a police officer is not a deliverer of justice. कि साहब मैं पुलिस स्टेशन गया, वहाँ मुझे न्याय नहीं मिला. Unfortunately, पुलिस को न्याय से कुछ खास लेना देना नहीं है साहब. Police is officer of the court. Police works under the orders of the court. And they are just, their work is just to book somebody, say that he is an accused and bring it to the court. Police doesn't provide you succor, and it is not a deliverer of justice. Please don't confuse about it. Now, again, third thing which I want you to remember, that the job of the police is to maintain order on the basis of law. If there is a chaos, commotion somewhere, then best person to put everybody into line is probably the biggest gunda of the mohalla. Chup kar jao bhai, to sab ke sab chup kar jayenge sahab. See, any goon will be much more effective than a police officer. Police is there to bring order into the society as per law. So don't expect a lot from police also. They are neither deliverer of justice, nor they have uninhibited permission to bring order into the system. So these are the three provisos. Let us just remember them, then we go ahead. Next, please. Now, let us see what are here. Now we start. It was just a initial thing. Now let's start that what are your rights as victim and accused. When many a times when I talk to people, as a police officer I used to talk, now I run my own advisory company, I talk. People say, कि साहब हमको क्या लेना देना है साहब, I have no concern with law. See, if you don't have no concern with law, it doesn't mean that law doesn't have any concern with you. If you don't love law, then law probably loves you more than that. We can be accused and can be victim at the same time, or spatially and temporally different circumstances. Immediately I am going somewhere, मैं सीढ़ियों से उतर रहा हूँ, some inadvertently I push somebody, he falls from the staircases, dies, suddenly I am an accused. So it is very, very important, howsoever good people you are, it is very, very important to understand what are your rights as victim and what are your rights as accused. Next. Now, let's start with accused first, because they are the people who need a lot of support. 3 days ago, I saw a news report which I knew 5 years ago only. Then one budding hero, good-looking hero dies, and his girlfriend is arrested, and the whole hell breaks loose. A couple of my friends in TV media, they shout at the top of their voices. I don't know whether you have seen this girl, poor girl, goes to the hospital. The body of this hero is lying there, and she says, "Sorry, Babu, I am very sorry." And then what a story is made out of it. उसने sorry बोला, क्यों sorry बोला, उसने क्या किया था? Boy, it was his boyfriend, he is dead. She comes and cries and says sorry, but we create. See, the point is that when you say that somebody is accused, please understand that he is not a criminal, he is accused. There is only one newspaper in India, incidentally, and I respect that newspaper, that is The Hindu, which comes from Chennai. They are the only newspaper which say that a murder has been committed and police says he has done it. See, there is a difference. When you say the murder has been committed, Ram's murder has been committed and Shyam has done it, one thing, police claims that he has done it. There is only one newspaper which has this decency of using it. Now what happens that no sooner we hear the word accused, we immediately come into frenzy. कि साहब अब तो न्याय होना ही चाहिए, त्याना आमचे हवाले करा आमी सांगतो है त्याना. Now it is very, very important for any civilized society to protect the rights of the accused. Why? What is the necessity? To ensure fairness, justice and rule of law. Let everybody be treated fairly. If Kasab was arrested here just in front of our thing, he was brought to book, brought before a court. Court legally, lawfully claimed that he is a criminal. Let him die, and he was brought to death. But there was a process. Judges are not their jalad. They are not killing somebody. They are hanging him lawfully. So the rights of accused ensure that there is a absolutely fair justice and rule of law, and to prevent wrongful convictions. Just think yourself that a crime you have not done and you are convicted and thrown into the gulag, thrown into the prison for decades. Let me tell you a very, very recent case. A guy known as Vishnu Dutt Tiwari. He is 2001. The name of the place is Lalitpur in UP. Police arrest this guy for the rape and murder of a Dalit girl. He is brought to book. Lower court convicts him for murder. Poor man, he's inside the jail. Some good people take up his case because things are not adding up together. Some people take up his case. And in 2023, after 22 years, it was found out that guy was never involved in any crime. The guy, when he was arrested, please go and Google it or grok it. I love grok. I love its language also. Please grok this Vishnu Dutt Tiwari and find out the horrors we can commit on somebody, a 23-year-old boy. He spends 23 good years of his life for the thing which he has not done. I could be there. You could be there. Your son could be there. Anybody could be there. Just don't think that, man, this is known as in psychology, we call it optimism bias. Because bad things happen to bad people, bad things don't happen to good people. I am a Jain, I don't eat meat, so tiger will not eat it. It doesn't happen. To ensure free, no, I know my friends are there. I know my friends are there, but as a meat-eating Punjabi, it is my right. See, you also tell a lot of Sardarji jokes. So, now to ensure free trial, to ensure legality of confession. Now, it is very important. What you watch in movies, that this whole confession business, it can be totally treacherous. You beat me and I will commit that I have murdered Mahatma Gandhi. There is never have any confusion about it. This confession business, which we did till any time, today also, women are being killed in Bihar, West Bengal, Odisha kind of places. Just call them witch and beat them up, put them under torture, and then they say that we are witch, so your conscience is clear, and just kill them. So this not accepting, there we have stories. I have seen, my father was judge. He retired as a High Court judge of Patna High Court. He went from lower judiciary. So I have seen that अगर तुम सच बोलते हो तो उबलते तेल में हाथ डाल दो, तुम्हारा हाथ नहीं जलेगा. If you are, what nonsense are we talking about? So this confession business, no good society accepts this confession system, and if it has to be accepted, it has to be accepted lawfully. To prevent bias, discrimination, and misuse of power, I will talk about these things as a society. We have biases, lots and lots of biases. We feel that the servant who is working in our homes, he is the guy who has stolen my Rolex watch and not my son. क्योंकि गरीब लोग तो ऐसा ही करते हैं. This guy comes from falana caste, falana community, falana society. He must be a criminal. We all have biases. We all have discrimination. This is ingrained in the mind of human beings. It is not the new things we have learned. And powers are misused. Power doesn't corrupt you. Power reveals you. We are generally, what happens that as far as the adversity is concerned, bad times are concerned, everybody, more or less human beings, all of them pass adversity, pass the bad times. हंस के रो के बुरा time pass हो ही जाता है. If you want to see the character of a man, give him power, because power reveals you, and we are very adapted. Rich people, powerful governments, we are all adapted at misusing power. So it is not done. It is why we need to give powers to the accused. Now, next please. So the justice must be based on laws, not on revenge. Criminal justice system doesn't work for revenge. Revenge is just a very small part of it. Revenge is, तुमने मेरा बेटा मारा, मुझे तुमको मारना ही चाहिए साहब. This is revenge. Revenge is a part of criminal justice system, but not the whole part of criminal justice system. We should not work on revenge, emotions, and whims of powerful. Powerfuls have very powerful whims. Ask me. Next. Now, this is a quote I just picked up from somewhere. Laws are like cobwebs which may catch small flies but let wasps and hornets break through. Cobweb को छोटे छोटे कीड़े ही फंसते हैं, बड़े वाले तो नहीं फंसते. And saying that courts सबके लिए खुले हैं साहब, you go to courts, go to Supreme Court. Supreme Court is open for everybody, as Hotel Taj Mahal Palace is open for everybody. Anybody with money can go inside. And if you don't have money, you have no entry. So saying that this justice is same for everybody is probably not correct. And legal justice system has its own biases, own infirmities, structural infirmities, which trouble us all. Next. Now let us again go into the rights of accused, slightly detail. And this I told you, now you put yourself in the role of an accused. You have been accused rightly, wrongly, semi-rightly, semi-wrongly, in a position where you are facing the might of the law. Now what are your rights? It is very, very important to understand, because nobody is going to tell you, sir, this is your rights. Incidentally, you must have watched in so many English movies that no sooner the arrest is the police officer does the arrest, he immediately says that you have the right, I am so-and-so, Sergeant so-and-so, I am arresting you, you have every right to be, there are 4 rights. And it has to be read only, it has to be said only, there is no other way out. These are, you have right to be silent, you have right, whatsoever you say will be, may or may not be used against you. You have right to have your counsel, and if you don't have any counsel, we will provide you the counsel. These 4 rights are to be said with every arrest. And if you watch old movies, probably you will not get it, because these are known as Mirinda rights, which came into being in only 1966. No, as I told you, no statute obliges it, but this is a precedence. After every arrest, it has to be read, and if the police officer doesn't read these 4 things to the accused, the arrest will be null and void. So first thing is that presumption of innocence. Every accused person tomorrow, again at the cost of repetition, let me say, I may be accused tomorrow, you have accused tomorrow. It has to be presumed that unless properly decided, the person is innocent. When you read about in the newspaper, in the our commando comic channels, I love watching them. There is no better excitement than watching these commando comic channels. And they are the people who have no idea what they are talking. There used to be, there used to be some senior income tax officer, Mr. Vishwa Bandhu Gupta or something. Once they asked him, Gupta Saab, everybody is saying that now they will keep all the data into clouds. What do you want to say? Vishwa Bandhu Gupta, it must be available on YouTube. He very seriously said, they have no idea what they are talking. You keep your data in clouds, the clouds fly anywhere they go, and phir barish ho jayegi. So they are talking anything, any nonsense in the garb of some police officer, some army officer. Not every intelligent guy becomes just intelligent because he's the army or military officer. So we have idiots everywhere, but they keep on talking all the nonsense without knowing. And what happens that by and by we start believing. This is one thing which has to be presumed, that unless lawfully declared, a person is innocent. I have just told about that poor girl, Ria. See, I have not met her, not seen her, but it hurts me. She is younger than both my daughters. What is happening? This girl, and the whole of the country starts believing that this girl has done something at this slip of a girl. The Maharashtra police is running after her, Arnab Goswami is running after her, Bihar government is running after her, CBI, ED, Narcotics Control Bureau. For what? You say that she killed that guy? For what are we doing? And then this is not the worst part. Worst part is that we forget this whole concept of presumption of innocence, that let it be proven. Why did we think that she's some kind of a culprit, and you just spoil a full life of one person. Right to equality in criminal procedure. Now this is very, very important. There is a beautiful movie which has been banned in India, but I was watching it on VPN. I don't know whether it constitutes a crime or not. That is Santosh, and it will come by and by. It has just won a good prize in Cannes. It is in Hindi, and it has a beautiful dialogue. कि इस देश में दो प्रकार के अनटचेबल हैं. इनको एक तो जिनको आप टच नहीं कर सकते और दूसरा जिनको कानून टच नहीं कर सकता. देयर इज अ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग डायलॉग. आई डोंट सब्सक्राइब टू इट एज ipso facto, but then the thing remains that it is very important that we have equality in the law. The IPC reads any person who does it. It doesn't say that it is, if you are a rich man, there will be different law. You are a poor man, you are Prime Minister of India. No, it is any person who does it. So you have a right to equality before the criminal procedure. Right to be informed on the grounds of arrest. Please appreciate one thing. Unless the punishment is for more than 7 years, that is the heinous crimes, police cannot knock at your door and arrest you. This police cannot do. They will have to give you a notice to come and join the investigation. This is a soft word to say कि हमको आपको interrogate करना आ जाओ. So they will have to give you notice, and they will have to give the rights that the grounds of arrest in writing to you, that why are we arresting you. There was a 4 or 5 days ago, Supreme Court has come up with a very, very important judgment where they said even enforcement director will have to tell and give all the grounds of arrest. You just cannot just knock at the door of somebody and say, "Chal bhai, tu arrest ho gaya. Tere ko hum kuch nahi batayenge." See, this doesn't happen. And if somebody ever, see, problem is that we have wonderful movies which show anything to us, correct? Kuch bhi hota hai sahab. I was a principal of Maharashtra Police Academy for some time, and then a lot of young people come. Then I say कि बेटा देखो ऐसा है कि सिंघम बनने की कोशिश मत करना, because सिंघम is सिंघम for 3 hours, and you have to be a police officer for 35 years. So don't become Singham, because if you fire a bullet, you can be assured that next of your service life, you will be going and having your case in the courts. So here these guys keep on bumping left, right, and center. Wow, this is very beautiful. Anyway, that is a good entertainment. So don't believe in that police can go and arrest anybody. That is not possible. The grounds of arrest have to be given. And grounds of search and seizure will also have to be given. आप जाते हैं साहब, and पुलिस वाला कहता है साहब अपनी डिक्की खोलो, चेक कराओ. You have every right to say कि भाई साहब ऐसा है. You have every right to check. आप ऐसा करो कि चेक करने के बाद please make a seizure search पंचनामा. फिर मुझे दे देना कि at this time I searched the bag of this person, found not found anything. Now this is what law says. Now where a policeman's perspective come. Now let us talk about the right thing. If you say कि साहब आप मेरा बैग नहीं सर्च कर सकते, गाड़ी नहीं सर्च कर, तो कहेगा साहब तब ऐसा करते कि आप चलो पुलिस स्टेशन, we will search you. You don't want to get down from the train and go to the police station. So what to do? Police people have no police, customs, excise, income tax. Nobody has any right to search you without giving you a proper reason to search, and B, giving you in writing that they searched and they didn't find out. The procedure has to be noted down and copy has to be given to you. This doesn't happen. So what do I suggest to people? Please, technology has given us one wonderful arm in everybody's hands. That is the mobile phone. Please start taking videos. 99% problem तो आपकी ऐसे ही खत्म हो जाएगी साहब. Please start taking videos. But the lawful position is police cannot search you without giving you a panchnama. Police just cannot arrest you. you need, you are not supposed to implicate yourself, and you have every right to remain silent. कि मैं साहब आपके किसी सवाल का जवाब नहीं देता, आपको जो पूछना है, you have every right to remain silent. No agency, including income tax or ED, which are not strictly police agencies, even police, nobody can tell you to implicate yourself. It goes with giving your mobile phone and the password of mobile phone also. You can always refuse to hand over the mobile phone unless it is lawfully asked, and you can always refuse to give the password of the mobile phone. Only thing is that it will be taken against you, that there is something, you got something to hide, but you are not going to implicate yourself against yourself. That is your right. Now, right to life, liberty and humane treatment. This is very, very important. And we are talking about right of accused. Every accused has right to be treated humanly. Please don't say कि वो जब से he has been arrested, he has been taken in the police, in the hospital, he is enjoying his life in the hospital. Bunkum. Absolutely. If the guy is unwell, he should be provided with the best medical facility which is there, because everybody, even the alien on our land, we are a very, very civilized country. We have been civilized for past 5,000 years. Even an alien has a right to human treatment on our land. See, this right to human treatment is unexceptionable. You say that a Pakistani has come to plant bomb somewhere. Okay, too bad. Then the bomb blasts in that blighter's hand and his hand is chopped off. Can he call police and say कि साहब मेरा हाथ कट गया, मुझे hospital ले जाओ? Yes. Should he be treated in the hospital? Yes. Not because who he is, because what we are. That is very, very important. So, human treatment is the first thing of a civil society, and these rights of human treatment must be accrued to everybody, including the most heinous criminal we can think of. Next. Again, right to bail for bailable offences. In bailable offences, bail is your right. किसी की साहब मेहरबानी नहीं है. In bailable offence, you will get bail. Right to be taken before magistrate within 24 hours. Right to privacy protection against unlawful searches, I have just talked, and right to be examined by medical practitioner. Every time there is, as I told, that it is unexceptionable rights. You have, every accused has these rights. Next. Again, every accused has right to free and speedy trial. Unfortunately, I told you, because of the structural infirmities in our criminal justice system, cases are hanging for 30 good years. People are, the trial doesn't start for so many years. Everybody has right. Whether we give him the right or not, that is a different thing. But as far the rights are concerned, everybody has right to fair and speedy trial, right to consult legal practitioner. If you can't afford a lawyer, it is the job of the court to give you a lawyer free of cost. A lawyer will be provided. Without lawyer, you will not be prosecuted. This is the law, and it is followed. It is 100% followed. If you are taken before a magistrate, first thing he will ask, are you being represented by a lawyer? You say yes or no. No. Do you want to have one? You say yes, and immediately a lawyer will be arranged. This is law, and this is 100% implemented. Now, right to be present during trial, right to get copies of the document, 10,000 pages of charge sheet. Now, it is a new fashion that 10,000 page charge sheet dili. What do they write? I don't know, but they must be writing something. So, right to be present at the trial and for cross-examination. Now, next. Now, I'm very fond of media. Please, when I talked about the rights of the accused and how bias, discrimination, and power plays a role, please watch some of these movies. You can always have this presentation. They are fantastic movies to start with the To Kill a Mockingbird, to the Green Mile, to the Hurricane, Chicago 7, Conviction, Just Mercy. They are beautiful movies. It is very, very important to see that how our biases are troubling us and how we are troubled by our inherent streak of discrimination against the people, the sects, the societies, and branding people like this. ये तो इनकी सारी कौम ऐसी है यार. This is very, very important when we go through them. And there are some beautiful Hindi movies also. This Colt is a Marathi movie, one fantastic movie. Please watch. This Talwar, Shahid, this movie, please watch. Ek Ruka Hua Faisla. One of the best movies I have ever watched. The whole movie with 10 people in a room. The movie starts and ends for 3 hours in a room. The camera doesn't go anywhere. But it is such wonderful thing. As I was watching this adolescence, disturbing. So this movie is also, please watch these things so that you understand that this is also part of the society. Our problem is that we live in such sanitized, beautiful society, and we think that nothing will happen to me like this. Many a times when I was in service, people used to tell me, ki sahab, mi kadi court chi ani police station chi pairi sudha chadlo nahi. So I used to laugh in my heart, because I'm son of a judge. He went to court every day for 35 years. I am a police officer. I went to the police station every day for 35 years. So between father and son, we have been going through police and court for 70 good years. So it doesn't make us naturally bad people. These are the things which happen to you. So it is very important that we understand these are beautiful movies. Please watch. Next. How does power defines law? I was talking about law. I will not comment on this. Please read it. It says, for my friends, anything. For my enemies, the law. And who is saying is very important. And who is saying is Peruvian president. So I will not say anything, but this is how power corrupts you. Power this is why your rights are important. Your rights as a citizen are important. Your rights as a human being are important. Next. Now we come rights of victims. बहुत हो गया accused साहब. We are victims of so many unjust things. कोई आता है धक्का मार के चला जाता है. कोई आता है, some woman is being teased on the road. Some woman is being touched inappropriately on the road. You go, you have pickpocket, some guy just comes and does dadagiri to you. So you are a victim. What are your rights as the victim? That is important to understand. First is the right to be treated with respect. This is the first and foremost right, and you must always ask for it from everybody. Nobody has any right. Let it be court, let it be police, let it be Bhagwanji. It doesn't care anything. It is your first right is to be treated with respect. You ask it and you will get it. Mark my words. Right to ask and get help from the state. This is your biggest right in a civilized state. See, there is a theory of social contact theory. Friends who have studied sociology will bear me out. Social contact theory says that we give a lot of power and our money in taxes to certain group of people who form state. We forego a lot of rights, lot of money, so that they will provide us help when it is needed. This is known as social contact theory. Here you elect your representatives which form the government. You give a lots and lots of money as taxes, for you want certain things from the state. It is state's responsibility to provide you certain things. It is your right that you call 100 and police comes. And Fortunately, in a Mumbai-like situation or Delhi-like situation, it doesn't happen that police doesn't reach, but it is your right. And these are inalienable rights. These rights are everybody who is on our land. To get the complaint registered now, here I'm touching the raw nerves of a lot of people. Now, you have every right to get an FIR or non-cognizable case registered. मैंने ये कहा right, whether right is granted or not granted, it is a contentious issue. But you have every right to ask for get complaint registered. See, point is that we must understand 2-3 things. Complaints can be basically of 4 types. A, minor complaints. See, some people, your neighbor having a nice time, having a party at 3 o'clock and putting the stereo on the full volume, you call police station, police comes. These are minor complaints. They are solved then and there only. Then there are non-cognizable complaints. Point is that if I catch you, sir, here, give you 10-20 grok style gaaliyan, moti, give you 2 tight slaps, and if you go to police station will say, कि साहब हाथ पर NC है, which is a fact. This is a non-cognizable case where police is not supposed to take any action. See, it may sound prima facie very illogical and unjust, but then these laws are made for the common people. Laws are not made for a specific situation. Here, these NCs and non-cognizable cases, you will have to understand that the crimes where police cannot suo moto register FIR and suo moto cannot go and arrest a person. So these are NCs. See, I'm not taking a class of law. You can call me next time. Now, then there are cognizable complaints. These are the major crimes where FIR has to be registered. It is your right. And places like Maharashtra, generally more or less crimes are registered. We are amongst the better places. They are worse places. I don't want to name them. And then there are court directors. Lawyers amongst us will know that the courts can also direct the police to register the cases. And as a victim, you have a right to get rational protection from threats and injury. I am beating you, I have beaten you, now I am on bail, I can come to your home tomorrow and again start the same thing. No, that is not possible. It is your right to get protection. Now the protection has been qualified a word called rational. Please read it. It doesn't mean that police is going to give you 2 bodyguards. No, they will catch that guy, he will be taken, preventive actions will be taken, his bail can be cancelled, he can again be put behind the bars. But you have every right, once you have gone to the police, every right to get rational protection. Right to fair investigation, right to fair and speedy trial, right to restitution. This is very, very important, right? I am owner of this plot, owner of this building. 4 goons come, just throw me and my family and my luggage out, and then they are here. Police comes, registers some offense in some sections which are not important, and says ki mag bagto court made kai honar. No, it is my right for restitution. The whole place, everything must be restituted to me immediately. That is my right. And right to compensation. This is after we have come to BNS and BNSS, the new laws which have come, there is a lot of scope for compensation, and it is my right as a victim. Now you can say, कि साहब A ने B की टांग तोड़ दी, state क्या करे? State must compensate because A was giving taxes to government, and this is a social contract theory, because there are people who are supposed to protect me, they failed in their job. The B may be convicted, not convicted, put behind the bars or thrown into the Indian Ocean. That is a different thing, but then I should be given some compensation. That is my right. किसी की मेहरबानी नहीं है साहब. जब आप ये देखते हैं कि उनको victims को Chief Minister Fund से इतने पैसे दिए कि वो साहब मेहरबानी नहीं है. That is the right of a victim. Next. Now, with the change, we are also evolving. See, please appreciate that when our laws, major laws came, it was 1860 60s, 60, 58, 60, 1800, when this first war of independence, also called as the Sepoy Mutiny, had just ended in 1857, and English made these laws. So laws have been evolving, and we have taken a big step of changing the laws totally into BNS, that IPC has been changed to Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita and CRPC into BNSS. More emphasis has been given to more emphasis has been given to victims for their protection. First thing is, one thing please appreciate, there is a difference between civil laws and criminal laws. If this, I claim that I am owner of this mic, it is a civil case. If he comes and says, then we both will have to fight. But every crime is considered as crime against the state. So state fights on the behalf of victim. You don't need to go to court at all. You don't need to pay the lawyer at all, because this is a crime against the state. Every rape, every murder, every molestation, every ABZ, everything is crime against the state. Earlier, there was a problem that state used to fight it, and then the lawyers are indifferent, nobody is looking into it. Now you can have your own lawyer, own prosecutor, plea bargaining, which is a new thing, which we will talk sometime else. Plea bargaining, you need to be taken into account. Courts can also grant compensation without even the accused has been proven accused. And then closure of the case. Police has been closing the case, left, right and center. ABC, I didn't get any evidence, kai sabit hot nahi, blah, blah. Now that is not possible with the new laws. The magistrate will ask you that this is what police is saying, कि साहब आपकी साइकिल चोरी हो गई, 4 साल तो हो गए, अब साइकिल नहीं मिली, बंद करते हैं केस यार. Then you have a right to say कि नहीं साहब मेरी साइकिल 3 साल और खोजो साहब, 7 साल के बाद ही बंद होगा. So it is your right to be heard, which was not earlier. It is a new right has been given, and it was there. Not that it was not there, but it was very hidden, luka chupa. Now it is a good amendment, and right to appeal against acquittal and sentences. Next. See, as far the rights of victims are concerned, these two, one is English law and one is US law. These are the gold standards. I will not go into the detail. Friends who are interested may please read them. But we are not there, that is a fact. But we are reaching, we are striving to reach. We have our own social problems, we have our own structural problems. We are reaching, but it will take time, but this is the gold standard. Next. Next. Now, let me conclude. Why did you need to know about it? You were with me for an hour or so. Why did you need to know? See, there is a spelling mistake. I don't know who did it. No, not here. Next slide. First, life is unpredictable. You can be accused after half an hour. Don't feel that you can never be accused. मैंने तो कभी बुरा किया नहीं. And life can lead you to situations you can never anticipate. So it is very, very important that please understand what are your rights as a victim, what are your rights as an accused. Anybody, if not you, your loved one, your colleague, might be a victim. You don't know about the rights. Your son might be driving not drunk at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the evening. Unfortunately, if he has a Porsche, so he has to be a criminal only, because the more expensive is the car, more criminal you are. That is how the society works. I don't know. See, a person who has a Maybach may be not that rich. Punjabis are generally not rich when they have large cars. They just take loans and buy cars. So the point is that larger the car, richer you are, the more culprit you are. So it can happen any time. We must know that what are the rights, what to do. Next, within these dry details lie resolutions when chips are down, and chips can be down anytime. Next. In conclusion, you need knowledge to steer in the right direction. Can you believe the system? Yes. First thing, that the system is broken, I don't believe in it. Sab koi chor hai, as one honorable chief minister of a very big state used to say, sab mile hue ji, sab chor hai ji. See, that doesn't happen. Please never go with this kind of presumption in your mind. This is not the thing. System is there, system is working, system is faulting, system is flailing, system at times is unjust, but there is a system which works, provided you have knowledge about the system, the rights, responsibilities, and the issues. Again, I'm sorry, there's a spelling mistake. Unfortunately, we teach in our institutionalized education system everything. हम उनको सब कुछ पढ़ाते हैं. But we never teach, unless you are teaching law or something, that भाई मेरे rights क्या हैं ये तो बता दो, criminal justice system क्या है बता दो, ये major कल जिसमें मैं गिरफ्तार हो सकता हूँ बता दो. Tell me something कि if I have to know. None of us, I can just say off the cuff that, including yours truly, we have not read the entire traffic laws. We don't know what are the violations we are committing, for heaven's sake. We just don't have. जब वो पुलिस आ जाता है तो we try कि साहब 500 रुपए दो, काम निकल गया तो निकल गया, नहीं तो चालान कट जाता है. This, because nobody ever tells us that this is a criminal justice system. These are the things, and as I told you that if you don't love criminal justice system, but criminal justice loves you, what to do? It is a one-way communication. Now, policemen might be under pressure to get results. Please appreciate. Willy-nilly, whether they are complicit or they are just indifferent, policemen try to get shortcuts breaking these laws. They don't want to give you these rights to remain silent. एक थप्पड़ देगा साला बोलेगा. So point is that this is illegal. Nobody has given anybody right to give. But then, unless you are very well aware of your rights, you can always be taken onto the garden path. Your lawyer, unfortunately, may not be very wise and very cognizant. I don't want to believe implicitly and 100% neither my doctor nor my lawyer, because they are all human beings. We all have our frailties, so they have, and all commit mistakes. So it is always be better to be well aware what is happening, and this awareness can allow you to look into the ways which other people say is the close end. Next. Now, I'm very fond of Leonard Cohen, and I love these lines. Rings the bell that still can ring. Forget you perfect offering. There is a crack in everything. That is how the light gets in. This is about the system. System is broken. There are cracks, but there is hope. Next, please. Now, in the end, you can always pull out a quote from Bhagavad Gita. So I have also pulled out. It is very interesting. This is 1863, and it says कि मैंने इस प्रकार से मैंने तुम्हें ये ज्ञान समझाया जो सब गृह से गृहतर है, इस पर महानता से विचार करो और फिर जैसा चाहे वैसा करो. It doesn't. See, my friend, my Sakha Krishna has this is 1863. 18वें अध्याय का 63वां श्लोक है. There are 78 total श्लोक. 15 श्लोक इसके बाद भी है, which I am leaving to your imagination. So this was just between friends कि भाई you must know what I have said, must remember all these your rights. उसके बाद फिर बाद में जो होगा देखेंगे. Thank you. I stop my thing here, but I welcome anybody's questions, anything. If I know, I will reply, or if it's inconvenient, I'll just drop it. Yeah, please. Brother, ऐसा है. So no, I will not like to go with our commando comic channels, all these. There are certain things which don't add up. See, I was Director General of Anti-Corruption Bureau. I know how the corruption is done, what are the bariki jisko kehte hain, I don't know what to call it in English. What are the beautiful lanes and by lanes of this corruption. लेकिन मुझे एक बात नहीं समझ में आती. It defies the general knowledge. There is a bungalow, if we have seen, since I am son of a judge, so I know that how big the bungalows judges have. Huge bungalows, and these are in Delhi, these are all bungalows in Luton's Delhi. And these are such big bungalows that there will be 2-3 dhobi, 2-3 sweeper, everybody lives there. Huge, Angrez Zamane ke bungalow hai. Outside the bungalow, near the gate, there is a police post. It is around good 150 meters away from the main bungalow. There is a choti si kotri where you keep that वो gardening का सामान, कुछ कचरा बचा जो हम हिंदुस्तानी फेंकते नहीं, कभी तो काम आएगा type. We just keep it there. It is all dumped in. उस जगह पर 50 करोड़ रुपए dump करना, भाई मुझे समझ में नहीं आता. I asked when I saw it, I actually didn't know, so I asked ChatGPT what will be the weight of 1 crore rupees. See, I'm a retired man, so I have to do something. So ChatGPT is smarter than me. So ChatGPT said that it took all the time and said, ki sahab, we will consider one note as 1 gram. So in 1 crore rupees, since 500 is the largest denomination you can get, so it will be this thing. So 1 crore rupees will be approximately, now I wanted to say कि अगर note गंदा हो, साफ हो तो कुछ फर्क पड़ेगा, because you are talking about 1 gram. Anyway, so ChatGPT told me it will be 20 kilos. Okay, I don't know. कितना है मुझे नहीं मालूम, but this is what ChatGPT said. So I'm quoting the reference. Now 50 kgs, 50 crores means around 100 kgs. 100 kgs कितनी गनी सैक में आया? 1 ton. यार 1 ton नोट लेकर आप अपने आउट हाउस में रख दोगे, ताला भी नहीं लगाओगे, कुछ something doesn't add up. I will not, again, I will like to give Justice Verma something, I don't know, नोट थे ना साहब, वो बच्चों वाले भी नोट हो सकते हैं, you never know. Actually, you never know कि there can be बच्चों वाले वो आते हैं ना Children's Bank of India type. I don't know. Please, I have no first-hand knowledge. I have no first-hand knowledge, but I will like to give that man today benefit of doubt. He is also, like I said, that he is an accused. So please let us give him benefit of doubt. One sitting Justice of Supreme Court of India, 2 sitting Chief Justices of 2 High Courts are inquiring into it. Let's wait for it. लेकिन 1 ton नोट रखना यार, he could have converted into gold or something, कुछ something या diamonds or something, कुछ तो करना चाहिए था. हाँ जी.
When you spoke about rights, I just wanted to understand Kunal Kamra, that stand-up comedian, does he have rights when people want to arrest him?
It is his right. He went to High Court of Chennai, and let me tell you, he has been granted pre-arrest bail. Everybody has right. What Kumar, these are poor people. This one joker, that Allahabadia, what a stupid fellow. And what did he say यार? तब अगर आप मिर्ज़ापुर देखो तो उससे उसके एक सीरियल एक उसके एपिसोड में उससे ज़्यादा गालियाँ होती है यार. इतनी गालियाँ हम पंजाबी आते दे दिया करते हैं. तो सब what are we talking? Why are we so insensitive? And we are charging these jokers. Come on, yaar, have a big heart. Have a big heart. किसी ने कोई गंदी बात कर दी तो ठीक है यार, उसको नीचे लटा के दो. वो my mother was very fond of beating me with that scale. वो जो आती थी पहले प्लास्टिक की, नहीं वुडन नहीं, तब तक आ गई थी प्लास्टिक की. तो and but my father was very kind. He never beat me up. Because I was very strong, तो वो बेल्ट यूज करते थे, ऐसे नहीं. so अभी भी ये बेवकूफ लड़के. This Kamra is not even a लड़का. He is a failed C-grade comedian. Says something in the heat of the moment. People are laughing. People are enjoying. This Allahabadia, what a name this Allahabadia is. Now he should be Parag Rajia or something. So this guy says something in the heat of moment which is not even funny. which you just pick up out of context from some live show of US TV and you convert it into Indian context and you say something stupid, but डांट वांट के बंद करो ना यार, खत्म करो, हर चीज के पीछे डंडा लेके पड़ जाना, I don't understand. हाँ जी. Yeah.
Every day we are facing the situation of corruption. Should we fight that or what do we do? Because we are confused. Sometimes we can also get into trouble here. What are the questions?
Brother, very, very difficult. Question was, I can summarize the question. Question was that every day we are facing corruption. What to be done against corruption? Please appreciate, this is a brilliant question. Corruption has two parties. One is giver, one is taker. Unfortunately, in our society, as long as giver and taker both are happy, nobody complains about corruption. Correct? I was reading an interview by some wise person, some wise American. उसका हिंदी अनुवाद ये है, वो कह रहा है सब मैं हिंदुस्तान में जाता हूँ, हर आदमी करप्शन से परेशान है. जब हर आदमी परेशान है तो करप्शन करता कौन है यार? So point is, what happens with corruption? You will have to understand. There is a notice of 5 lakh rupees. Income tax has sent you a notice. GST has sent you a notice. You go to the guy and say कि साहब चलो ना खत्म करो, आधा आधा कर लेते हैं. Here both the parties are involved. Both the parties are affected parties and both the parties at the same time are beneficial parties. Here nobody complains about corruption. Correct? Now there are situational corruptions. A traffic cop stops you. Why are you offering him 500 rupees, sir? First, in my 35 years of long service, I have never seen a single instance where the guy hasn't fought with the traffic. अरे साहब बत्ती किधर लाल थी साहब, जब मैं निकला तो पीली थी, आधे रास्ते में लाल हो गई. See, कितनी बार झूठ बोलते हो यार? Is it not corruption? When you go and say कि साहब जब मैं निकला तो बत्ती पीली थी, आधे रास्ते में लाल हो गई साहब, मैंने तो कोई नहीं तोड़ा. Then nowadays he will go and show कि साहब ये देखो आपका वीडियो. Now the point is, why do you offer that guy this money? You are also an accused under Prevention of Corruption Act, PCA. You are an accused. Why did you offer that thing? So, one corruption was the collusive corruption, where both the parties are very happy. आपको साहब FSI ज़्यादा चाहिए, you go and manage somehow, and you are very happy कि साहब मुझे तो 5 का FSI मिल गया, and that time आपको corruption नहीं आता था साहब, because everybody is happy. This is a collusive corruption. Corruption याद तब आता है जब आपके साथ जबरदस्ती होनी शुरू होती है, तब आपको करप्शन याद आता है. तब फिर हमारा वो ज्ञान चक्षु खुलता है, शिट ये तो करप्शन है, पहले तो हमको पता ही नहीं था करप्शन क्या होता है. So now you can what to do with this kind of corruption. And incidentally, as a nation, we are generally not much bothered about large scale corruptions. We are generally bothered about small. There is a beautiful system in place which works. But then what happens that rights are given to the people who ask them. If you don't ask for your right, if you don't ask to be treated respectfully and lawfully, you will not be treated. You have been asked money, please, a constable, sub-inspector, inspector has done. There is a total hierarchy. Who will ask money? इस तरह जो corruption शिकायत करने वाला corruption होता है, police officer is there, BMC employee will be there. Who else? Not much. Why BMC is that? Municipality. बाकी तो साहब बिल्डर वो सब कर लेते हैं साहब, वो करप्शन तो होता ही नहीं है ना. सब करप्शन तो यही 2-3 लोग करते हैं, नीचे वाले वो भी वार्ड बॉय टाइप. See, the point is that there is a huge hierarchy. We must raise our voice. And pardon, brother, we will have to raise our voice. And when you raise your voice, there are costs involved. You will have to appreciate that there are costs involved, but somebody will have to do it. I, as a police officer, would fight anybody. For first 10 years of my service, I was at anti-Naxalite duties in Gadchiroli and all, carrying my AK-47 on my shoulders for 10 good years. Why was I doing it? Because state had given me some responsibility to do it. आज मेरा कांस्टेबल जो खड़ा है, मेरा सब इंस्पेक्टर जो खड़ा है, he is ready to die because this is a responsibility. So there is a cost involved with everything. So here also there is a cost involved. You will have to give the cost, but please get out of this. You can always go to, there are free numbers. अगर आप ₹1 कॉल का भी नहीं खर्च करना चाहते, even then there are free numbers for anti-corruption department. You just say this guy is asking me money. The guy, a senior officer from anti-corruption will come meet you, say कि साहब ये लो टेप रिकॉर्डर, इस पर उसकी आवाज़ टेप करके लाओ, हम आपको नोट देते हैं. They will give you money incidentally. वो 20 लाख रुपए आपको देना, ऊपर नीचे 5-5 सा नोट रख के नीचे कागज लगाएंगे फिल्मी स्टाइल में. हाँ जी. Now there is a whole system. Our problem is, I can tell you, our problem is A, that we don't want to put ourselves into any inconvenience. साहब अगर आप कोविड का भी टीका लगाने गए थे तो थोड़ी सी सुई तो लगी थी ना साहब. This is you. There is always a trade-off. There is, you will have to do. And B, please get out of this mentality that कोई सब मिले हुए हैं जी, सारा सिस्टम सड़ गया है. That is, please, that is not correct. People are doing their duty, and large number of people are doing duty. But unfortunately, what happens, that this is theory of the broken tile. In psychology, we can tell the theory of the broken tile. I make a beautiful swimming pool, a nice swimming pool. I take you for a round. ये देखो कितना सुंदर स्विमिंग पूल है, 50 मीटर का, ओलंपिक साइज. अनफॉर्चुनेटली टाइल इज करेक्ट. आप पूरा स्विमिंग पूल नहीं देखोगे, वो टाइल ही देखोगे. यार ये टाइल किधर टूट गई, अबे बाकी भी तो 1000 टाइल है यार. See, this is the theory of broken tile. This is what happens, that the bad guys always get the prominence. See, अमिताभ बच्चन की पुलिस रोल में कोई पिक्चर नहीं चली जब तक ये अनलॉफुल नहीं हो गया था. So this is, bad people always get precedence. But let us understand, please raise your voice, please ask the, write a letter. ना एक लेटर ही लिख दो ना यार कि साहब मैं गया, मुझे वो पुलिस वाले ने पैसे लिए, to the DCP, to the CP, करके देखो ना यार. And mark my words, people are not indifferent, and not everybody is making money in spite of what everybody says. People are conscientious and they want to help you. So please do something. As we say that, see something, say something. It is what is with corruption also. See something, say something. Thank you.
Very nice, sir. Thank you so much. I will call Dr. Shruti to for vote of thanks.
Wow. Good evening. So, Sir has uplifted us with so many things. I'm going to quote one thing before we begin the formal vote of thanks. It said that everything that you ever wanted lies on the other side of fear. So, today in this meeting, this meeting has made a substantial difference to all our lives. To understand that half knowledge can be dangerous, and how casual and how callous can be on a regular basis, and how do we treat the criminal system in our own country. Heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed guest, stalwart police officer, dynamic personality, and a brilliant speaker, IPS Jai Jeet Singh ji, for enriching us with his enormous experience in addressing this fear of unknown, and sharing his life lesson and narrating some unknown facts and uplifting our knowledge on the existing criminal system in our state of Maharashtra. Thank you, sir, and salute to you. A very big thank you. Once again. So a very big thank you to the board of the Rotary Club of Bayview for getting such brilliant events organized time and again. In this year, I think it has only raised the bar. A very big thank you to all of you for your active presence and your positive presence. I think that's what makes Bayview such a vibrant club. And thank you to the Bellissimo Banquet for always cherishing our presence. I think we love them for some reason, and for their hospitality and continued service. Last but not the least, thank you to our passionate yet compassionate President, Rajni Barasya, for bestowing this responsibility onto me today. Finally, I always say one thing, keep smiling. Without further ado, I request all of you on behalf of the club to join us for dinner. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir.